Hey, so I'm testing my camera. There was a question on the forum about contrast and this being a little off. When I looked at it, I noticed the contrast was a little low, and I mentioned to make the image grayscale to see the contrast. So the easiest way to do that is to, I'm not sure if you have, if you're doing this online, but you could take a screen grab, which is what I did, and you could turn it into grayscale. Just make a new layer in Photoshop or Affinity Photo. Um, then there's these little buttons down here. One's for effects, this is for mask, this is for the adjustment layers. And you can turn this into just black and white by um, using hue saturation. Just and then you can check. So if you notice, now the entire image is black and white, and you'll notice the contrast of your image. So all I did was I played around with the contrast to make the black stand out more on this side. Then up here, you see how the name, all these tones are really similar. So I increased the contrast up here as well. And then if you turn this adjustment layer off, you get to see the difference. So with your pink, you can push it towards the white end of the spectrum, and then you'll get this text to stand out more. Or you could try making this text here more bold. But then it might compete too much with this. And then this over here doesn't stand out because the levels are just too similar. So when I looked at it on my phone, it looks something like that. Then you can see how everything kind of blurred together. So it's obviously you can't read a website this small. That's kind of silly. But you can see what's wrong with it quickly. You see how everything blends together, and it's kind of, it looks too similar in tone. Like all this gray here, it's really similar. So you just have to tweak it a little bit, and then it'll look better. What direction you choose to push your pink, it's up to you. Anyway, as long as there's enough contrast between this pink and this black text, it should look fine. Provided, obviously, it looks good with the background it's on. So that's what you have. And to make these masks, you use a lasso. That's what I did. Hopefully, I'm not sure where you built this. Hopefully you have all your layers and you can easily isolate these areas and switch it up. Or if you have to, worst case scenario is you have to take a screenshot in Photoshop. You take a screenshot of your website and you bring it into Photoshop, do some changes, and then you test out what color you want. So for example, you can go into Photoshop and color pick. You could color pick this color, and then you take this number and you put it into your wherever you're making your web page. So if you like this shade of pink more, you just click on it, and then it'll be different. See how the pink is different? It's really hard to see, but I click this one. It has this text. See how it's different? Then you just put those values in, and you could, it'll be a little tedious, but you could get the exact colors you want up there. And the same thing for the gray. Click on it. You can just go to value and then bring it up or down. And then you could just go to each field and you pick the different values that you find that work for your contrast once you establish what you like. And that's one way to do it. So hopefully that helps. And